piece of loot somewhere. There, okay. So also some unique NPCs that I could still talk to and possibly get free XP from, so let us do that. The bartender is one of them. Welcome to the Adeptus Amazicus, sir. What can Octavia get you? Amasic, low, something more interesting. It can't be. Are you Sister Argenta? The Sister Argenta? The one who has the worst scum on footfall shaken in their boots? The whole station is talking about you, and here you are, in the flesh in our humble Amazicus. No more. I seek retribution against transgressors, not glory for myself. Cool, cool. Give me a splash of the local hooch. Octavia looks at you closely, then takes a bottle from a shelf and uncorks it. The transparent, pungent-smelling liquid quickly fills the glass that sits between you. The alchemical composition of this substance is known to me, but never before have I come across such an unusual application, an exquisite path of martyrdom in honor of the Omnissiah. Let's take a look at it. The glass contains a liquid that is clearly made from spent promethium gas? Holy shit. This is moonshine. Virtually unfiltered, that quickly blows the drinker off their feet and when imbibed regularly turns their liver into a bubbling sponge. Oh shit. Alright, we got a lot of toughness we could pull through, right? The liquid burns your tongue, then your throat, then your stomach. It takes your breath away. But if after a few seconds, warmth spreads throughout your body and your head feels a little lighter than usual. Octavia clicks her tongue in approval. Octaviana, rather. That's the second time I've seen a noble drink the octane blend without wincing. But I won't offer you any more. I've got just the thing set aside for such an occasion. Octaviana grabs a dusty, unopened bottle from under the bar in a clean glass. The amber liquid splashes against the crystal walls as she adds in a couple of black pebbles. The soft, spicy aroma tickles your nostril. Alright. Let's drown our sorrows. The amasic warms your throat pleasantly. You can make out a hint of spice, the flavor of an oak barrel, and a distant earthly aroma. You feel a little more at peace, and you reach the bottom of the glass sooner than you'd like. Let's get hammered. Let's see if that gives us anything more. I'm sorry, sir. This was the last bottle of that year. What can I say? We're all fleeing the brunt of Footfall's shipment problems. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Well, that's everything, I believe. Where is the other guy?
Let the faith guide my
Okay.
path to glory.
I think it's this guy. Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep me company? Not just someone, it's Lord Van Valancius himself. Yours is an ancient and glorious line. Your lordship, a number of magnificent structures built on your ancestors' orders, both for defensive and decorative purposes, remain in this scarce sector. They keep your dynasty's memory alive despite the fact that it has long since focused its endeavors in a different sector. Even I was unaware of such details, and I have spent quite some time studying the chronicles of your noble bloodline. Allow me to introduce myself. Gorday Scateau, architectural historian. You look deeply despondent over something. What happened? Here I go again, pouring my heart out to have you disappear in 10 minutes. Just like everyone else before you. But alright, here is the story of the Gorday Skatov, whatever. The unluckiest historian in the Imperium. I was born 2 sectors away from here. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to great passion, the history of the Imperium architecture. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work there was to find on this art, and then, once I had inherited my family's fortune, I traveled and documented the development of architectural thought on different worlds. Until one day, oh, that accursed and blessed day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. Here it is, my undoing. This is an authentic booklet titled Dwayne's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the times of the Footfall's construction. What a curious read. Please tell us more. Footfall's founder, Lord Persimus, was obsessed with his creation's grand future. This booklet describes in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turned into glorious palaces and temples, massive bridges and spanning the void itself, and the marvelous flying buttresses. The archivolts of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement in balusters, and the interior. Polyphoras 10 stories tall and more than a kilometer long. Cyclopean light tubes that cast the light of furibundus and use it to brighten the halls and the hearts of the asteroids. Stained glass windows and mosaic bas-reliefs and statues. Yawn, keep listening, leave. Let's just keep listening to get the most out of him. I apologize, I got carried away. But you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. I simply couldn't think about anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give my life just to see this incredible station, and of course, no matter how hard my friends and I and loved ones tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. It is easy feat to cross two sectors, especially for a common citizen, albeit one who has some resources at its disposal. I had to change one ship after another, at times being forced to stay to transfer worlds waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction or for warp disturbances to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years in real space-time. Holy shit. Of course, for me it was much less than that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 or 35, and then, after all those years, having spent all of my savings, I reached my dream. And what did I see? A dump in place of the exquisite portico. Metal anthils clinging in the columns, the marble tiles pilfered by paupers to use as cladding for their hovels. It's been a dozen years since I came here, and I still haven't recovered from the shock. I had suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality, but I never expected to see Footfall in such a sorry state. It is like stumbling upon the horrible, decomposing corpse of your beautiful beloved. The warp, like a shameless thief, is guilty of stealing the short span allotted to his servants. But what sense is there in spending half of your life on such an enterprise, only to then lose your spirit and waste the remaining half on nothing at all? So then ink and paper too can lie and cause pain. Does this mean that all I have ever read about will one day disappoint me with the ugliness of reality? Most likely. That is tragic indeed. I wish I could see Footfall the way its creator envisioned it. Now that we can only dream of, and yearn for. Be that as it may, I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozen years I have spent on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. It's such a delight to have shared everything that's been weighing on my mind. I mean, I don't blame you. It's kind of a dense read. And most viewers, when we start reading long dialogues, just get bored easily. So I don't blame them, you know. I'm poor as a church mouse, but I still have something to offer you. As a token of my appreciation after studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. A ciphered message scattered throughout its pages, taking the form of a riddle. It describes certain places of interest in Footfall. I believe it is the work of the booklet's creators. What if these riddles lead to something? A wondrous discovery. I will gladly share what I've been able to learn with you. Riddles. We love riddles. Tell me about the places these riddles lead to. The first location from the riddles isn't far from here. It's a bridge that was supposed to go through the center of its district and into the void toward the neighboring asteroid. Only a couple of its spans were built, and even those lie in ruins. Still, if the cache survived after all these years, it is there somewhere. The second location is in the lantern of the Great Cathedral, a lantern in a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfall's atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just the nave of the former little cathedral. The Legion's entire so-called palace would have fit inside what was meant to be naught but a single room. The great cathedral, had it been built, would have been even bigger, but alas, its construction was just getting underway when Duane died at the work, and the work stopped. The lantern from its dome, however, had already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of St. Gerosis the Warrior. That is all I know. I wish you luck in your search. Okay, well, it might be worth doing these, if I remember where they were. We won't be able to find all of them, because one of them is locked in the shadow quarters. So we'll get to that part at least. Until it becomes available. And that should cover everything in Footfall, I believe. So I believe the first one is in the Void Dock, isn't it? J, recover the cargo. Oh, we also have that to do, actually. Where is it? Claim what was lost. No, that's not it. Using his status as rogue trader, blah blah blah. What the fuck? Is it a rumor? Okay, the old bridge, shadow quarters. This is in the atrium. Okay, let's do the shadow quarters then. So we finish Jay's thing and try to find that cache. Okay, something about a bridge, so let's see.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
The only bridge I see is this one, and the one leading to the exit. Check in the shadow quarters.
I forge my destiny among the stars.
Okay, it's not this bridge. We'll just walk around real quick all over the place and see where it is. Could it be this lantern? The huge walls that rise above the chaotic buildings of Footfall are strikingly different from these small houses and huts sitting huddled under the soaring arches. Okay. Is this a part of the puzzle? I don't remember that. No, it's just a cutscene.
We shall
Okay.
reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Is it here? No.
Let us walk this path.
Where
to
the
the
hell
end.
was it?
Know your duty.
Could it be that bug chest that I couldn't access? Surely not.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Oh, there it is. I think that's it. The crumbled note only has this small fragment of text left. You are on the right path, Seeker. The other caches. Okay, that covers one of them.
Let the faith guide my path to
And
glory.
the next one is the lantern in the atrium. Okay. Before that, let's finish Jay's quest, which is here, the warehouse. And let's hope with a dogmatic playthrough we don't have to execute her, but we'll see. Because if I like her officer talents and shit, I don't remember them.
We shall
I could replace my
rightfully ours.
mercenary officer and would have 2 officers by then. Shireen, I'm here. What a joy to see it is to see you. Follow me, please. Okay.
With each step,
Just gotta finish
I
looting there,
forge
Jay.
my
Hold on.
destiny among the stars.
And then this fight shouldn't be too bad, but I'm gonna quick save regardless.
Worthy of a rogue trader?
Okay.
The divine watches over us.
The only thing that sucks here is these machines, but we do have Pascal,
The
so
impure
let's see
cannot
how
escape
this
their
goes.
fate. I will take you down.
Let's gather everyone around Argenta. And maybe have Pascal ahead of him, actually. Okay. Go for Argenta to the max.
Not a servitor.
And see what happens.
Not a problem for me.
Anyone squishy? We got thugs, bandits, and a sniper or assault rifle bandit. Okay. Let's do this.
Doubt is for the weak. Strike is a prayer.
64. Wonderful. Okay.
I'll
Oh,
do
I forgot to turn this on.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Got one more shot. No squishies in sight, actually. Oh, we could get a double shot. 46% chance, 10%. Let's see.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay. The cover took the majority of the hit, apparently. Alright. Before we commit our bounty targets, let's see how they move around. Okay, let's give her some more will.
If you insist,
So next
Lord
turn she
Captain.
could build a lot of momentum. However, I do want to attack with Kassia now. Light as much shit on fire as I can. Without putting her in an exposed place. The attack will mostly just destroy covers, apparently. Is there an angle that's, like, better? Not really. At least here she's sort of safe, minus the barrel. So let's do this.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Okay. They're lit.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Then who's acts next? Jay, the officer, Pascal. So let's buff Pascal. And end our turn. Aim for the fuel barrels. Okay.
All too easy.
Linchpin on her to increase the resolve even further. And then give Pascal
Suits my
Air of Authority. Oof.
Here we go.
Alright. Once again, we got an officer turn. Not sure why. But if that's the case, then we'll put our Commissar debuff on this guy. Okay. And then start with him so we can
Rejoice in service.
just buff ourselves a bit. Or burn someone. Yeah, let's burn
And
someone.
so it shall be done.
Ideally, we'd want to burn ourselves, usually, but that's fine. Debuff everyone, or as much as possible. Okay. He does have an exploit. So we'll just expose it. Do one of these. Okay, he's almost dead. Joint analysis and an auto attack. Okay. He'll kind of be hunting these down. He's well built for mechanical things, so we'll put the bounties early and we can act again. Not really sure how I'm getting these extra turns, but sure. I'd rather not be near the poison barrel, but this is fine. He has the fireproof cloak on. Out of these two, this guy's more annoying, I'd say, so I don't have many points, actually. Action points. So we'll do this. And then hit him with this. The damage is nice, but the debuff itself is what I like. So they do less damage next turn on top of the damage they just took. And their stats are reduced by 14 until the end of combat. So this is kind of huge.
Hold on.
Time to slaughter someone.
Alright, well, there goes my fucking Pascal.
Another color has faded.
That's fine. This is the last fight in this planet, I think. So we'll just continue pushing. Let's try to land a sniper shot.
Escape the
Good.
Emperor's judgment.
One more.
As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
Okay. Did we turn this on? No, we didn't.
Doubt is for the weak.
So we could
As
do
the
one more
Emperor
attack.
commands, I act. This
And
is
it's
unacceptable.
ideally going to be this guy, or... Yeah.
I'll do it.
It hit the barrel behind him. So this guy's taking some damage now.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
We could reposition. Okay.
Faith
Do this
without
way.
deeds is worthless.
Out of my way.
Where'd you guys come from?
Indeed.
Okay, let's get close for a charge.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Do cautious
It will be
approach. Endure,
At your beck and call.
then taunt everything.
Someone else can do this. It will be done.
Just these two. And thankfully they didn't resist. Okay. Oh, come on, dude.
yourself, Abelard.
Quick attacks.
Let's make it quick.
Has an additional action point, I guess, or something. Didn't read that thoroughly. Okay, we want to let ourselves on fire and start hugging people, so... Let's do this. Damn it. I don't have a lot of action points, actually. If I do this, it's gonna hurt, but... In return, we do increase our deflection for being on fire, so hopefully that is enough. Oof.
Here we go. Hold on.
Jesus.
I can still
Oh no.
fight. Blood is spilt, yet the spirit.
Oh, he's dead. From the poison.
Shirk one's duty.
What the fuck, Jay?
To it.
She's carrying this fight, pretty much. Finest hour. We want to use this on her. But she's not really positioned that well. I was hoping to use it on my main character, but that's fine.
Already done. Nothing I can't do.
Abelard will have to carry this.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't have sight on anything, so we'll just do this.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Now she's out of sight, but
Forge ahead.
can also reposition.
My time is now.
It's a lot of poison floating around. Okay, let's just burn everything. Abelard will suffer a little bit, but we'll
As the
build
Emperor
momentum
commands,
this way.
I act. Work is a prayer.
But not by much.
Okay. Why can't we hit him?
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
I don't want to move her too much in case this guy gets a decent angle on me. So, yeah.
Out of my way.
These guys are just committing suicide. Okay. Everything is bad right now. We'll do a single shot.
Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Okay, we destroy the cover also.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Still still our chances are shit. So instead, claim some bounties.
I'll do it.
Okay, we are out of ammo though.
That is
That's
not
okay, we
the
can still
Emperor's
do one
will.
more shot.
As the Emperor commands, I
And he
act.
dodged. Okay. Now, we are not really in an ideal spot.
I'll do it.
And I'm pushing deeper into the fucking poison.
What is the ring?
He's stunned, so... Oh, that's not cover?
Like fire.
She's dead.
Just a
Jesus.
minor setback.
Are we gonna lose this?
From the ashes I will rise.
Okay, Cassia. It's your time to shine.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
I could have buffed myself first, actually.
If I may,
Okay, it is what it is. Let's weaken the robot,
am a
since
navigator,
Pascal is dead.
not a servitor.
Too bad I never missed this unpaid.
God damn, Jay.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Maybe it's worth to give her an extra turn, huh? Unless... Yeah, let's just finish it. We have eyes on him.
Accustomed to the
Done.
navigator's might.
Not clean, but we did it, so. In the process, she lost her entire crew, but it is what it is. What's going on? If these ash mags dare to touch something from the cargo. 235, thank the Exalted One. Those ash mags didn't have time to make off with anything yet. Give me 2 minutes, Shireen. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew who will deliver my property somewhere safe. And done. We're good. Now how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to discuss the details of our deal, specifically payment for your efforts. Yeah, let's go. Jay opens her mouth to reply when you hear the sound of many footsteps behind you. Stop right there, in the name of the Liege. That triggered some Oblivion memories, you know? Stop right there, criminal scum. Your Excellency, please forgive my vehemence? Most noble Magnus, I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of Footfall. I am Vladimir Tokar's personal agent. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall. Horrendous Dino heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Magnus, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. We succeeded a commerce check. It is too great a coincidence that the Liege's representatives should arrive in the Shadow Quarters just after Jay has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipment over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but to the Liege's personal agent. Vladimir Tokara knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself, and get rid of Jay if he could. Behold the grubby, underhanded struggle between cold traders, and had not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladimir might have succeeded. You are absolutely right. I have nothing to do with the shipment. Jay Hidari, the owner of this cargo is presently under my protection, under the rogue trader protection. Tell your master that he should think twice before crossing her from now on. This cargo belongs to the Von Valencius dynasty. His Lord Dakara tried to encroach upon the property of a rogue trader. Let's go with that. No, your lordship. I beg you to forgive this wretched serf. A terrible misunderstanding. 1,000 apologies. I won't disturb you any further. Okay. I wish I could see Dame's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the wrong toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, Magnus, I am genuinely sorry about this confusion. Dame and I have our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang and I would already be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. Tell me about your business on Footfall. Rogue Trader could use someone like your talents and connections. Okay, so there is no Dogmatic or Iconoclast or anything, so we'll just recruit her. Exalted One, bless you and your entire dynasty. I wouldn't say no to marking the occasion properly. It's not every day you embark on a brilliant new business partnership. You sully the name Von Valencius by inviting people like her into your retinue, Lord Captain. The decision is yours, but do not be surprised if unsavory rumors start to spread on Footfall. I don't give a shit about those. It is a strange circle you are forming around yourself, Rogue Trader. Sister Argenta, I've heard all about your deeds on Footfall, but I never would have guessed there was an angelic beauty behind all the idle gossip. Ah, she's a flirt. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your retinue. From now on, my knowledge and experience are entirely at your disposal. And we gained 2 profit factors. Wonderful. And one more thing, if you are interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valencius Protectorate a leg up, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things. But once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute, Shireen. Yes, okay. We'll just send her the ship. And that should cover everything. We want to check these boots out. I think it's just one of those movement stuff. Okay.